Coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Check 53. I got it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, Bananas Ross complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So he rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
56. Y'all not ready. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Wahoo. 3 bucks. 56. Mike. Where'd he go? Right there. 56.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. A 3rd down gain of 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that.
Here's Murray. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. Avoids him at the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second.
Coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's going to have to eat this one is down he goes. Timmy Jernigan. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? He's got him in, complete. He's at the 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more an up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis. his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready, set
to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
ready. 10 Lobo, Christian, Travis.
Here we go, GG.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Back to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go. Mike 52. All day, dog. Mike 52. Come off the wall, hard.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Check Mike. No, set up.
From the 41, Murray. Open man is Cameron Batson. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. First down, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Ready, ready. Hey.
Back to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces a good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
From the 35 on second down, Murray completes it to Austin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I got you. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 56. I'm coming back.
From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The throw over the middle, taken in. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
56. Mike, 56 right there. 56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. 6 man. Check curls. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. You break. Back on the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will,
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward. A Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the counter. Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Come on, let's go. My 52. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. I'm coming out to you.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking deep downfield. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, 45 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now
and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball. Bang, bang. Any weapon. Bang, bang. No. Me. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I'm scared. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 15 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got one. Mike, 56.
Murray now to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Murray now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray finds his tight end Ingram. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Gotta do better. That's it. Come on, QB, come on. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
X3, 218, chop, defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Hubbard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56 to Mike. I got him. Check. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A 65-yard attempt.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mike, 53.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Get ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Haywood.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray from midfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
52's and Mike. Watch Mike. Here it comes.
Murray with a 3rd and long. They'll get this complete to Batson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Murray. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
10 more there and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Down. 18 Gators. Watching it 5.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. That's like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked.
53,
Hey, Delta.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 9 now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Niners, a win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Rams, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Good set. M20. Out from go. Good set. Grenade. Line up. Go. Good set. Grenade T. Out from go. Good set. Line up. Go. Good set. Grenade T. Out from go. Good set. Grenade T. Out from go. Good set. Grenade T. Down and 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 go.
You have got one more opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Good set. Grenade T. Down and go. Good set. Out and go. Good set. Grenade T. Down and go. Good set. Grenade T. Down and go.
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Good set. Grenade T. Good set. Grenade T. Down and go. Good set. Grenade T. Out from go. Good set. Grenade T. Down and go. Good set. Grenade T. Out from go. Good set. Grenade T. Down and go. Good set. Grenade T. Out from go. Good set. Good 18. Alpha, go. Good set. Good 18. Down and go. Hey, line up, line up. Good set. Good 18. Down and go.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Good set. Like 88. Down and go. Good set. Good 18. Down and go. Good set. Good 18. Ah! Good set. Good 18. Down and go. Good set. Good 18. Out and go.